The world's toughest race, the Dakar Rally, descended on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for a third consecutive year. Facing the challenge once again, Toyota Gazoo Racing, who entered a four-car team for the 2022 edition, spearheaded by 2019 winners Nasser Al-Attiyah and Mathieu Baumel, who were determined to improve on their second-place finish in the previous two editions. Joining the pair in the Toyota Gazoo Racing attack, 2009 winner Janelle de Villiers and navigator Dennis Murphy, triple South African cross-country champion Henk Lategan and co-driver Brett Cummings, and Shamir Variawa and new co-driver Donnie Stassen, who completed the lineup. The team fielded the all-new Toyota GR DKR Hilux T1 Plus, which was making its maiden international outing.
The big change for the car, of course, is the 37-inch tyre that the buggies previously used, and this is as a direct result of all the punctures that we've been having over the last two editions of the Dakar in Saudi Arabia. So that's the big change for us. And in conjunction with this tyre, we've got increased suspension travel, we've got a wider track to the car, so the cars look bigger, more macho, and this has enabled us to get the big tyre in and the extra suspension travel without having to change too many fundamentals of the basic DNA of the cars.
Competitors put the T1 Plus through its paces upon arrival in Saudi Arabia during the pre-Dakar shakedown, and it proved to be a resounding success.
Yeah, feeling good, we are quite happy to be here in Saudi Arabia, the third Dakar here in Saudi Arabia with the new T1 Plus, and I am sure we'll enjoy a lot, with the new car.
I've had a chance to drive the car quickly, and it's put a smile on my face straight away. I think we got the setup sorted, and I think we're ready to go for the start there.
The first time we're driving the big wheel car in the dunes, and everything seems good. Enjoying it. And now we can't wait for the race. We need to start.
There was, however, one notable name missing in Janelle de Villiers, whose journey was delayed after testing positive for COVID-19. Thankfully, he was eventually given the all-clear and was expected to join the team just before the start.
I got a nice phone call from Glenn Hall to see if I'd be a backup driver in case there's any unforeseen circumstances. So I made my way to Jeddah just in case. And as we've seen, unfortunately, Janelle contacted COVID. Luckily now he's passed negative and he'll arrive to the event. But I managed to do the Dakar one time last year, and I really wanted to try to be involved in my future. So, but to get to drive one of these top spec T1 Plus cars is something special today. So I'm grateful for Toyota Gazoo Racing for giving me the opportunity today, and hopefully sometime in the future we can do some competitions with it.
The opening stage of the 2022 Dakar Rally featured 333 kilometers of sand and dunes, with challenging navigation, especially towards the latter parts of the timed section expected. The race started with an emphatic victory for Toyota Gazoo Racing when Nasser Al-Attiyah and Mathieu Baumel arrived at the finish 12 minutes and 44 seconds ahead of their nearest competitors. The pair made the most of their 10th position on the road after winning the prologue on New Year's Day, which allowed them to select their starting position for stage 1.
All okay, we did a good job and without any mistake, and Mathieu, he did the good navigation last part, it was very difficult, and I am quite happy, with the performances of our Toyota Gazoo Racing, the tire BF Goodrich working very well, and I'm really quite happy, today we did a good job.
Yeah, but sometimes you need to have a little bit luck, but for sure we did it very well today. I was a little bit scared after kilometer 260 because there were no mark at all of any cars, and still I was looking for some light tracks, so I was not really sure, not really confident. And the next point was a waypoint caché, very difficult to find, and 10 kilometers after. But yeah, we stay on the piste, and finally we took this waypoint. So it's a very good operation today because still there is no car there. except Sebastian Loeb and Fabien Lurquin, because we were all together and he was following us. But it's a very good first day for this Dakar 2022 for sure.
Janelle de Villiers having made a full recovery from COVID-19, and Dennis Murphy put in a solid performance. The pair were the third car to start the stage after finishing 8th on the prologue. But they soon passed the two cars ahead of them, effectively opening the route for more than 200 kilometers, before recording the 7th fastest time on the stage.
It was quite difficult. We opened the road probably for 3/4 of the stage. We caught the other guys probably 70, 80 k's in, and then opened the road. Yeah, we lost one waypoint, very difficult to find. But yeah, apparently the other guys have lost more time than us, so it's a good day.
Yeah, properly tough day one. Difficult places to cross, difficult navigation. We were opening most of the way. We caught Cuba after about 70 k's, and then Orly after about 100 k's, and then we were opening the way. So really difficult, but we had one place where we lost a little bit of time. We were turning and turning, but you know, eventually we find the right way, and I think all in all we can be happy. You know, these things happen on the Dakar, and the car was really good today, and really happy with the performance of the car. So yeah, looking forward to the rest. Still a long way to go.
Shamir Variawa and rookie Dakar co-driver Danny Stassen showed maturity and tenacity in their approach to stage 1. They brought their T1 Plus home safely in 22nd position. There was disappointment for Henk Lategan and co-driver Brett Cummings when the wheel studs on one of their wheels sheared off after changing a tyre early in the stage. This meant that they had to recover a stud from each of the other wheels before they could continue the race. They lost 3 hours, 23 minutes and 46 seconds to the leaders as a result.
Yeah, it's been a bit of an emotional day. We started this morning and we went all right. I maybe made a bit of a mistake with the tyre pressures in the morning. We were a bit too soft. So we ended up taking a tyre off the bead quite early in the June. So we got a punch out, drove with it a bit, and then had to change it. And then probably 100 kilometers later, on a relatively flat piece of the road, the wheel stud sheared off and the wheel came past us. So when I saw that, I knew that's it. We're stuck. And I mean, no, it's always sad to think about what could have been or what should have been, but for now, our race like we wanted it or where we wanted to be is kind of over. We'll have a mindset shift for tomorrow and we'll restart. We'll get our hopes up again, and then tomorrow it's a new race.
Get ready to go. Back to Toyota Gazoo Racing's Team Hilux as they take on Dakar 2022.
Stage 2 was meant to be the marathon stage, which would have seen the cars race to an unsupported bivouac. But heavy rains forced the organizers to opt for a conventional bivouac on a route that stretched from Ha'il to Al Kasamua by a timed section of 338 kilometers. Alatian Bommel posted the second fastest time, losing 3 minutes and 28 seconds to stage winners Sebastian Loeb and Fabien Lurquin. They launched their Toyota GR DKR Hilux T1 Plus into the stage as the first car on the road, but managed to restrict their time loss despite a puncture mid-stage.
Yeah, I'm happy. We don't have any problem, you know, except the flat tire, the puncture, you know, and today we opened all the way and it was really not easy, but there is a lot of water also and the sand is very hard, but we are quite happy after second stage of Dakar, and still we are leading the overhaul, and just tomorrow we try to improve a little bit, you know, and if we can win the stage will be good.
De Villiers and Murphy too had to change a tyre early in the stage before posting the 8th fastest time of the day.
After 30 k's, we had a big moment. Car over a jump, landed skew and took the rear tyre off the rim. It was really close to roll, but we managed to keep it on the wheels, and then obviously we had to change the wheel. But yeah, other than that, it was not too bad. I mean, Seb and Nasser were going at incredible speed in the front, so I'm not quite sure that we will be able to do that speed, but we could probably go another 2 to 3 minutes faster, but we just wanted to have a nice stage, and that's what we did, and yeah, happy with the day.
The day was all about consolidation for Henk Lategan and Brett Cummings as they went 7th fastest on the stage, leapfrogging several competitors in the overall standings.
Yeah, it was a decent day. Really high speed, quite fast, lots of blind drops and things, so easy to make a big mistake. But we kept it clean, kept it tidy, didn't take any risks, and got through all the traffic all right. So yeah, decent day for us.
Variawa and Stassen experienced some bad luck on stage 2 when their Hilux struggled for power following a sensor change after stage 1. The pair brought the car home in 28th position.
Really, I can't believe our luck, you know. On the road section, we heard some noises on the pulley. I thought it was a pulley, but we still couldn't find the problem. It's still making a noise. The guys should fix it up, and let's see tomorrow.
Back to Toyota Gazoo Racing's Team Hilux as they take on Dakar 2022.
Stage 3 was originally meant to be 328 kilometers but was shortened to 255 due to localized flooding on the first part of the timed section, forcing the organizers to start the stage at control point 1. This meant a long liaison of 214 k's prior to the start, followed by a tricky stage with many dunes. The stars of the stage were Lategan and Cummings. The South Africans bounced back with a vengeance, setting the second fastest time on the day, just 38 seconds slower than Sainz and Cruz. And while they are 38th overall, their pace proved that they remain a force to be reckoned with.
I don't know if I was driving to my experience level. Maybe I was going a bit over it. But then I pulled it back a bit towards the end. We got into some very tricky dunes, and I just didn't feel confident enough to push across there. And I think, like I said, I think the older guys or the more experienced guys just know what to do through there. So I decided to back off a little bit to get to the end of the race and to the end of the day. But yeah, tomorrow we'll try again. I think it's going to be very tricky going from second on the road. We'll have a lot less tracks to follow, and from what I hear, it's going to be a very difficult day.
Nasser Al-Attiyah and Mathieu Bommel recorded the 8th fastest time of the day, just over 5 minutes off the pace. But they continued to top the overall standings, almost 38 minutes clear of their nearest challengers.
We changed our strategy just to finish without any problem, and the good thing, will be the road position is good also for us for tomorrow. And tomorrow's will be the long stage of Dakar, and we try to do our best, But okay, we don't need to be relaxed, because still long way.
De Villiers and Murphy were 7th quickest, 4 minutes and 10 seconds in arrears, to remain 4th overall.
It's a very fast stage today with some dune crossings, some very nice dune crossings, and some others which were quite tricky. But overall, quite a fast stage, and yeah, we're happy with the day.
Variawa and Stassen put in a steady performance despite starting well down the order, where traffic was an issue. The pair carved their way through the field, ending 15 minutes and 18 seconds behind the stage winners.
After yesterday's problems, we started off, I think, 69 to 70th overall this morning. And, we just said we're going to focus and do the best we can.
3 stages down, 9 to go, with Toyota Gazoo Racing leading the way at the world's toughest rally, the Dakar.